A quick video on how to use a clove hitch. I am cleaning up an area where we'll be hopefully building a cabin starting this fall. And I have a bulldozer coming in about a month. So I'm looking to pull some stumps, level things out and get ready for it. But what I've been doing is been cleaning tops of trees where the land had been logged, getting ready to put in a road or two. And so I've been dragging a lot of limbs, cutting and just laying here crossways on the side by side and carrying out. But I'm going to use a clove hitch. It's not a big deal. I said it's just right up the bank there, but earlier in the year we were pulling limbs all the way out the ridgeline and around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break from here, do a little clip on how to tie the clove hitch up close, and then we'll come back here and strap this in and show you how I set up to drag. So anywhere in this rope, here's the end of it. So I'm going to come in somewhere in the length of it. I'm looking at the rope. I'm going to take my right hand and I'm going to put it behind. So there's loop one, and then I'm going to slide back out. I'm pinching this over here. Then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take my right hand and I'm going to go in behind, create another loop. I typically do it like this. I think you can see that rope going in behind. Now I have loop one and loop two. Loop two goes on top. Your limb goes through here, or your tent stake, tarp stake, anything like that goes through here. And then whenever it tightens down, you have these overlapping one another. I've got a cordage here, a little rope. It's probably 30 feet long, 25 feet long. I've got a prusik loop here with a beaner tied to the back of my side by side. And I'm just going to use that clove hitch, and I'm going to go in here and attach that to as many of the ends of these limbs as I can, treetops here that I've carried and piled up here. And so we will do that, and then we will haul them up the bank. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got one or two down about a foot down in it. Probably not going to hold, but hopefully they'll be intertwined and I'll get more than just what I have tied up here. But we're going to take off, drag them up the hill. Well, I apologize for my shadow. Hey. pile somewhat broke apart. I had them all together to clip this tree here, and it pulled everything apart. But let's go up here and take a look. So here's the destination. Burn pile is going to be behind us, and you can see that the rope that I tied everything with, it just gets its own length, daisy chained all the way through there, and they just carry. So let me zoom in here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 underneath there, 5, 6, and 7. So we made it. So I'll break these apart, put them in the pile, and probably just go back there and try to make at least 1 or 2 more pulls, and then it'll be the small stuff. I'll just throw it on the side by side and bring up here. So let's break these apart. So here where they overlap, if they're in tight, you can kind of take this and push back under it and just keep working that back and forth. And the vast majority of the time, if I can get it over that little lip there, the vast majority of the time it just comes off. Very little effort. Once you have those overlays, as soon as they move a little bit, you've got it. So I hope that helps. How to use clove hitch. I use the clove hitch whenever I have medium and lots of limbs to pull. I use the cow hitch whenever I have a big limb to pull, or a timber hitch. I use a timber hitch a lot on really big stuff. Try it out, see what you think. Let me know. Thanks for watching.